Before alternating current, everybody was working on direct current, which was a Thomas Edison system, and it required that you live next to a power plant in order to have electricity. You could not live anywhere further than about 5 miles away from a power plant. But with alternating current, we're now able to send electricity to all corners of the globe, and that's thanks to Nikola Tesla's advances. Well, he wasn't finished. He wanted to create something even more revolutionary than alternating current. He wanted to create a way to send electricity to your homes without wires. He wanted to create wireless electricity, and he succeeded. The Tesla coil is the machine that creates wireless electricity. Inside this chamber, we have our Tesla coil, and we have a light as well. It is not connected to anything but by wire, but when I fire off the machine, it'll simply turn on. Here we go. Now the way the Tesla coil works is it creates an electromagnetic field, and anything within the confines of that field simply turns on. If we did not have this Faraday cage inside this chamber that keeps the electricity, that keeps the field inside the chamber, I could be holding up a light bulb in my hand and it would simply turn on. In fact, we used to do this before we put in a Faraday cage. Guys used to do this. So this thing does actually work. It creates wireless electricity. Now there are some problems with this machine, with this advance, that made it pretty practical to use in your homes. For example, you would have to have a Tesla coil 10 times the size of this one on every street corner, working 24 hours a day in order to bring you electricity. Now can you imagine walking around town and all you would see and hear is this? That might get a little tiresome after like a minute, right? Besides that, the lightning that arcs off the top there creates ozone, which is not good for us to breathe. It ionizes the atmosphere and creates ozone. So there will be a lot of pollution involved as well. Power companies wouldn't know who to send the bill to, because this doesn't actually generate the power, it simply transforms it. In fact, our Tesla coil is connected to a 220 volt outlet in order to then transform the power and create wireless electricity. So this would be impractical in that regard. And finally, because now everybody has Wi-Fi and cell phones, all of those things would be disrupted by having a whole bunch of electromagnetic fields everywhere you go. So Tesla coils are impractical to use.